Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mama, who are you?
Sanbonani Thokozani. My name is Refilwe, also popularly known as Gogo Moyo. Welcome to GMTV. You may ask, what is that? Well, this is a channel specifically and specially made for you. We talk about culture, diversity, ethnicity, and being proud Africans. If you know of anyone who needs this, trust, you're gonna wanna stay and watch this. Before we get into the cool and exciting things we've got in store for you, do hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the cool and exciting things we have in store. So I had a really cool 2019 that taught me so much about myself. It exposed me to situations that I could have never ever thought of. But during all of that, it left me very reflective over who I am and how I actually resolve situations, how I navigate challenges when I'm in the midst of them. Sometimes we get caught up in the noise of the world and we want to be very reactive to a point where we actually lose the essence of what's going on around us and what kind of information are tried to be relayed to us. What are the lessons? So this video is basically going to talk about all the cool things that I have learned and were able to carry into this new beautiful year. Good people, no one owes you anything. That's one of the lessons that I got to learn. From that, don't ever do anything with hopes of gaining something from someone. Do it because it comes from a good place from you. Do it because it's the right thing to do. But don't always do things just because there's an actual gain to you being there for someone else. You could save someone's life. You could change their entire being. You could change and move so much of their spirit. That person is not entitled to you. They don't owe you anything. And even a simple thank you should suffice. Culture and tradition. These two words are so very important for any individual placed anywhere on the globe. It's essentially who you are. If you don't know any of that information, you won't really get far, because part of where you're going reflects largely on where you come from. Invest in learning about your people, your kind, your dialect, even your mannerisms. There's a lot of yourself that you can learn from that by looking into it. Let's quit fooling ourselves. If you don't work as hard as you dream, then nothing will ever come into fruition. It's easy to talk about where we see ourselves in the next few months or years, but without us actually putting our backs into it, investing in ourselves, realizing exactly down to the last rand how much your dream costs, then it's all a lie and you'll always be in the same place because you don't even fathom or even understand what's required to be that great person. Good people, it doesn't matter what other people have. It's really no concern of yours. Look out for your own. If you don't have any dreams, then you won't have any ambition. And that's what drives them. What actually drives you? Love starts with you. There is absolutely no way you can love someone else if you don't stop to remember yourself. Love has to start from somewhere. Whether it's to wake up and take a bath, or to remember to feed yourself, or remember to take care of things that matter to you, you can't take care of anything or anyone else if your well is running on empty. Always remember that self-love is one of the most key and most important things that you could ever exercise towards yourself. My brother, my sister, always say kind words to yourself. You're listening. I find this is one of my most echoed sentiment. There is no such thing as luck, but favor. Always give thanks and never take anything for granted. Sometimes you're not depressed. You're just misaligned. Self-centering is incredibly important. Balance those chakras. Family is everything. Everything. From the name you use, to how you look like, to essentially how you behave because you've picked up on certain traits that run through your bloodline. Always make sure to take care of that group of individuals. They actually want to be there for you. Unlike the friends we choose for ourselves, who can always decide when to show up, if they ever do. Those are the key and most important relationships you should ever put up a fight for. Guys, please, get over yourselves. Not everything needs a reaction from you. You really can't be made upset by everything that happens in your life. You can't crumble ridiculous because things fall apart. How come you are able to celebrate when things are actually going right? Then you're like, I deserve it. But when something goes wrong, you're like, why me? Come on, get over yourself. Life literally happens to everyone. It's simple. If you don't believe in anything, you'll certainly fall for everything. A lot of you might not understand the power of manifestation, and part of you wishing well for yourself is part of being able to let go and forgive those who've wronged you, including you being able to center yourself and remember that life is happening to a lot of us. Situations might not always be ideal. We might even tackle things differently. But when things don't go your way, remember to be able to apologize where you actually do mess up and affect another person. The amount of hurt and resentment that you keep within your heart because you're not talking to people, you avoid that circle of friends because they're there. It speaks to a lot of who you are, and also there's a lot of self-harming that you're doing in that exercise. Because how do you expect anything of beauty to come to you when you can't even let go of situations that you're harboring and holding on to in your heart? Learn to forgive. You don't necessarily need to forget. It's part of the lesson. But learn to let go. Alone time is a treasure. That's stuff that money can't buy. If you struggle to sit in your own silence, then you need to be very reflective. Because if you need distractions and noise and always be on the road or busy, there's things that you're actually avoiding that speak to you and come to find you whenever they're still. Let silence be your solace. If you resonate with any of the points I've just shared, or you'd like to share one of your own, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Also, do like and share this beautiful video. Remember guys, we have a really cool and exciting competition running where 2 of my beautiful dear subscribers get to have lunch with me. So go on down to the description box below where you'll find a link and subscribe to my mailing list and you'll be automatically entered into the competition. Thank you for tuning in, and that was me, your host with the most, Gogo Moyo. Thokozani.